This was my third trip to Miami to attend the largest and most prestigious art fair in the U.S., Art Basel, Miami. Los Angeles artist and solar DJ Mark X. Farina lit the fire. He painted a picture of not one art fair, but many, all at the same time. Untitled, Nada, Context, Design Miami, Scope, Aqua, Satellite, and more. 5 days of unending art, receptions, parties, and warm beaches. A paradise to get lost in. Anand 3242 was on the plane. No social media, no known works. He made apology art for animals. He was working on his manifesto under cover of hoodie. Another scribbler was about to get schooled big time in Miami. Lots of art and wealth in South Beach, but not a lot of animals or manifestos.
Wait, I just want to get a shot of you shooting it.
That pink background?
Yeah, and the blue matches the couch a bit.
Art today is having a nuclear moment. Artists have greater access to tools, techniques, and information than at any point in history. Inclusive, complex, iterative works are bursting forth from every region of the globe. For millions of years, art has been integral to our evolution. It's no wonder that Art Basel and UBS put global art sales at $70 billion in 2023, with the U.S. accounting for 45% of all global art sales.
Thank you.
As Mark and I entered, I wondered, could I process all the impressive work we would see? Would I note missing aspects and unseen directions? Might I even perceive the unseen future of art and aesthetics? After 4 days at Art Basel, Mark and I were overwhelmed. You need many days here. You need to commit, to wander, to be in school. In a dark convention hall without natural light and questionable drinking fountains, each work experienced is a portal to an artist's entire catalog. So you take pictures and jot notes, even of work you don't like.
The spotlight away from the object and put it on the people, so we can all be in dialogue with the objects that we got. Okay, let's keep going.
In editing this film, I spent hundreds of hours viewing the websites and Instagrams of the artists I encountered.
What is this? You'll see them. There's 9 of them all along this pathway. They're called humanoids.
The deeper I went, the more shocked I became. Never before have so many people of so many backgrounds made such dazzling art at such massive scale.
Some kind of art, right? Paris has nothing. Yo, we have this giant U right over here. But
one can only conclude that modern art has reached critical mass. Renaissance is too small a word.
Which is like the epitome of luxury and exclusivity, because this is Miami Beach. But also this is ground zero for sea level rise, for the climate crisis. We are 2 blocks away from the ocean. What are we doing with pools? And so the artist wants us to think about our relationship with luxury and also our relationship with the environment.
I like to call this unremarked renaissance the age of inclusion.
And, as I mentioned, the great thing about public art is that you can get up close and personal.
The age of inclusion started around 1985, when the Guerrilla Girls subversively pointed out that 85% of works in museums and galleries were by white men. 40 years later, people of color and gender have expanded the conversation 1,000-fold and practically dominate the field with novel works.
Work across the street. This is the piece that I was excited to show you. The idea here is that they want us to know that they are present, and they want us to be aware of the rights and the violent history against Black, queer, and trans folks. In many ways, this is a call for action.
In a world of peak everything, we have reached peak art. But once you can name a movement and a moment, it's already behind you.
Interestingly, this is only the second piece of public art commissioned by the city of Miami Beach.
When climate protesters throw soup at the Mona Lisa and deface famous artworks in major museums, artists should take note.
This is one of the first works of this kind to be acquired by a museum. Shells used to build roads poured upon shells used to pave the way at the level of the sea. It's very direct. It's commenting on sea level rise, it's commenting on our environment and the way that we use materials.
All life on Earth is in danger. Mass extinctions, fires and floods, and polluted oceans abound, while chemical and plastic pollution can be found inside the bodies of every creature on Earth.
This piece is by Carlos Luna, a Cuban artist, born in 1969, the 2005 work. And again, see it from this side, now come look at it from the other side.
In this collapsing, despoiled world, what is the point of art? To distract us from terrible realities? Or to compel us towards solutions and survival?
And so the name of the piece gives us a lot of insight into the message of the piece.
Perhaps the only thing that can change us and fix the world that we have broken is art. To do that, artists must do something entirely new and do it soon. If we don't change the space between our ears, we will not survive.
You get a sense of Miami really as this place that is so full of culture and so full of pride, but also that has a lot of healing.
In making this film, I've glimpsed what art will and must do next. As Anon 3242 would say, it's the contrapositive of AI. This next radical departure in art will change us all. More on that in my next film. As Carl Andre observed, an artist, to achieve anything in art, has to finally do the thing that nobody else wants to do and nobody else has thought to do.